Today's series is going to be on intermittent fasting. Before we get started on this, I want to just do a disclaimer to check with your physician before beginning any type of fasting or different kind of diet program or exercise program, so that you make sure that you get their blessing before starting. So today we're going to talk about intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is not really a diet, it's more of an eating pattern. So you change your eating pattern, not so much what you eat, but you change when you eat. And there's several options on this. I'm just going to give you the overview, and if you want more detailed, you can let me know. I'd be happy to sit down with you and go over it. But the intermittent fasting means that you fast for a period of time. No food, you can drink of course, but no food for a period of time. A lot of research has come out, and I just wanted to read to you some of the good research on intermittent fasting. Of course, weight loss, because you're restricting calories in the long run if you're fasting. Insulin resistant, intermittent fasting can reduce insulin resistance, which causes diabetes, type 2 diabetes. That means that your cells are not uptaking the glucose in your blood, they're resisting, and that can cause diabetes. So we want to make sure that we look at that. So they've got promising information on that, and resources coming out, research coming out on that as well. Inflammation, studies show reduction in inflammation markers. That's good. Heart health can actually be good on your intermittent fasting to reduce the LDLs, which are the bad cholesterol in your blood. It actually has some studies coming out on cancer, suggesting that intermittent fasting can help with that, help prevent cancer. Brain health. And this was fascinating. Intermittent fasting increases the brain hormone BDNF, which may add in new cellular neuron growth, which is excellent research, excellent to know that. And then anti-aging, we all want to do that. Studies showed that anti-aging intermittent fasting helped with rats, so if that translates to us, it would be a good thing. But let me explain the options, because it can get very confusing, and once again, this is not for everybody. And actually, research shows that it seems to work better for men than it does for women. So there's still a lot of controversy out on the intermittent fasting. I've just given you information, and then you can do your own research as well. A lot of people will do the fasting and they eat in an 8-hour period. So in other words, they eat from, like 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock till 9 o'clock, or 12 o'clock till 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock lunchtime till 8 o'clock at night, and then they don't eat again until the next day. So basically they're skipping breakfast and they're not eating before bed. So that's one version of the intermittent fasting. Some people will do 24-hour skip, so they'll do one day a week they won't eat at all for 24 hours. That's another way to do the intermittent fasting. It's called eat, stop, eat. And then the 5-2 is, and this one seems a little bit more difficult. They consume only 500 to 600 calories on 2 consecutive days. So it's very limited in caloric intake for 2 days in a row. And people have their own versions of this. I preached for years and years and years, eat breakfast, because it's breaking the fast. Get your body, get your energy sources up. And I still do believe that, but I also believe there is room to look at this, to look at the intermittent fasting. It may not be breakfast. It may be that you eat breakfast and lunch, and then you cut it off to the next morning. So, kind of got to see what works with you, or if it's, if you want to give it a try. And certainly not for everybody. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody, but for those who are looking for a way to perhaps lose a little weight, and they also if they've had some issues with diabetes, to help their body to uptake that glucose in their blood. So the fasting kind of gives the body just a break to reset. The side effect is hunger. So a lot of people will say, I can't do it because the hunger just overwhelms them, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. It's one way out of the many ways that work for people as a lifestyle to help you be healthy. I'm a proponent of, eat nutritious, whole food as much as you can, exercise daily, and that's going to work in the long run, so that your portion sizes are not extreme. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the intermittent fasting, or the new eating pattern that you're going to hear a lot about, and the benefits and the side effects. of the hunger. So, like I said, it's not for everybody, but if you want to talk about it or ask any more questions, just give me a shout. Thank you.